Green towards the inside, then Nobody's Home, and on the inside of Nobody's Home, O'Donoghue's Opera, and then Fistruck and the Living Beauty down the outside. Nearing the second last, Utmost Eel, with Phil's Magic coming to challenge. Bailey Green is challenging him, is chasing them back in third. But Phil's Magic is taken over now from Utmost Eel. Bailey Green trying to close in third, and they're clear. O'Donoghue's Opera is back and fourth. And then Nobody Home, but down to the final flight. Phil's Magic out in front. 5 or 6 clear, and Utmost Eel is down at the last. Utmost Eel, the long-time leader, took a tired fall at the last, but Phil's Magic is clear. Bailey Green a clear second. A good battle on for third spot, but Phil's Magic wins it. He's down for Sandra Hughes and Jonathan Burke. Bailey Green is second, and they're clear of Lest We Forget, and Artesian staying on for fourth, just ahead of O'Donoghue's Opera. Leading the chase is Phil's Magic with Bailey Green towards the inside, then Nobody's Home, and on the inside of Nobody's Home, O'Donoghue's Opera, and then Fistruck and the Living Beauty down the outside. Nearing the second last, Utmost Eel, with Phil's Magic coming to challenge. Bailey Green is challenging him, is chasing them back in third. But Phil's Magic is taken over now from Utmost Eel. Bailey Green trying to close in third, and they're clear. O'Donoghue's Opera is back in fourth. And then Nobody Home, but down to the final flight. Phil's Magic out in front. 5 or 6 clear, and Utmost Eel is down at the last. Utmost Eel, the long-time leader, took a tired fall at the last, but Phil's Magic is clear. Bailey Green a clear second. A good battle on for third spot, but Phil's Magic wins it. He's down for Sandra Hughes and Jonathan Burke. Bailey Green is second, and they're clear of Lest We Forget, and Artesian staying on for fourth, just ahead of O'Donoghue's. Second last fence is herself about towards the stand side. Jackson's Lady, between them Kate's Benefit, what will we call her, driven along towards the inside, trying to challenge as they come to jump the second last. Is herself about with the white sleeves, what will we call her, the far side, and Jackson's Lady stand side, and they go on. What will we call her, and Jackson's Lady from Is Herself About. Kate's Benefit back and forth as they come to jump the final fence. Not much to choose between what will we call her, the far side is gone. What will we call her, took a crashing fall at the last, and that leaves Jackson's Lady clear of Is Herself About in second, Kate's Benefit third, inside the final furlong. And Jackson's Lady is well clear. Is Herself About back second. Kate's Benefit will be last of the three, but Jackson's Lady wins it. For JP McManus, Philip Dempsey and Mark Walsh in second. The long-time leader Is Herself About, and last of the three to finish is Kate's Benefit. Second last fence Is Herself About towards the stand side. Jackson's Lady, between them Kate's Benefit, what will we call her, driven along towards the inside, trying to challenge as they come to jump the second last. Is Herself About with the white sleeves, what will we call her, the far side, and Jackson's Lady stand side, and they go on. What will we call her, and Jackson's Lady from Is Herself About. Kate's Benefit back and forth as they come to jump the final fence. Not much to choose between what will we call her, the far side is gone. What will we call her, took a crashing fall at the last, and that leaves Jackson's Lady clear of Is Herself About in second, Kate's Benefit third, inside the final furlong. And Jackson's Lady is well clear. Is Herself About back second. Kate's Benefit will be last of the three, but Jackson's Lady wins it. For JP McManus, Philip Dempsey and Mark Walsh in second. The long-time leader Is Herself About, and last of the three to finish is Kate's Benefit. Side is Ballycahan, and they're chased by Tongi, Ayana, first to Boogie, and behind them A Dream Still Alive as they near the second last. Angus leads, Ballycahan, Tongi in the white and red towards the outside. Over the second last, Angus leads, Tongi trying to challenge in the centre of the course, Ballycahan rallying over on the rail. Behind him is Ayana as they head for the final flight. Angus towards the far side, Tongi, Ballycahan trying to rally in between horses, but as they near the last, Angus over towards the inside with a narrow advantage. Tongi, Ballycahan is staying on again in third. Behind them Ayana, 150 yards to race. Angus leads, Tongi second, Ballycahan back in third, but Paul Carberry pushes the odds-on favourite Angus into a 3-length lead as they go to the line. Angus wins it by about 3 lengths. Tongi second, Ballycahan third. In fourth spot was Ayana, and staying on in fifth, Loch Last ahead of Cicero. With 2 to jump, Angus on the inside is Ballycahan, and they're chased by Tongi, Ayana, first to Boogie, and behind them A Dream Still Alive as they near the second last. Angus leads. Ballycahan, Tongy in the white and red towards the outside. Over the second last, Angus leads. Tongy trying to challenge in the centre of the course. Ballycahan rallying over on the rail. Behind him is Ayana as they head for the final flight. Angus towards the far side. Tongy, Ballycahan trying to rally in between horses. But as they near the last, Angus over towards the inside with a narrow advantage. Tongy, Ballycahan is staying on again in third. Behind them, Ayana. 150 yards to race. Angus leads. Tongy second. Ballycahan back in third. But Paul Carberry pushes the odds-on favourite Angus into a 3-length lead as they go to the line. Angus wins it by about 3 lengths. Tongy second, Ballycahan third. In fourth spot was Ayan, and staying on in fifth, Loch Last ahead of Cicero. Benefit and a break to Perez. Heading up the straight with 2 to jump. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra towards the inner. Miradane switched, trying to challenge in third. Way up in the air into Shepherd King behind them. Miradane a mistake there. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra now under pressure towards the far side. Miradane third. Then the Shepherd King way up in the air, cleared of Kaylanone. Down to the final fence. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra far side. Miradane third. Then the Shepherd King on the run in. Strong Point, the leader on the stand side by a couple of lengths. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane is third with over 100 yards to race. Strong Point out in front under Andrew Lynch. Leads by about 3. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane third. But Strong Point wins it for Stuart Crawford. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane third. A clear of Way Up in the Air fourth. And Kaylanone was fifth. With Way Up in the Air, Luke's Benefit and a break to Perez. Heading up the straight with 2 to jump. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra towards the inner. Miradane switched, trying to challenge in third. Way up in the air into Shepherd King behind them. Miradane a mistake there. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra now under pressure towards the far side. Miradane third. Then the Shepherd King way up in the air, cleared of Kaylanone. Down to the final fence. Strong Point on the stand side. One Cool Shabra far side. Miradane third. Then the Shepherd King on the run in. Strong Point, the leader on the stand side by a couple of lengths. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane is third with over 100 yards to race. Strong Point out in front under Andrew Lynch. Leads by about 3. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane third. But Strong Point wins it for Stuart Crawford. One Cool Shabra second. Miradane third. A clear of Way Up in the Air fourth. And Kaylanone was fifth. Race the second last. Kick on Boss. Blood Coattail challenging towards the stand side. Over towards the inside is Diceus, and they have it between them, clear of Gill Shadow as they near the second last. Blood Coattail on the stand side leads. From Diceus second, long time leader Kick on Boss now third, and they're clear of Gill Shadow and Art of Payroll as they head to the final fence. Blood Coattail along the stands rail out in front from Diceus in second. Blood Coattail over safely. Diceus second. Kick on Boss jumping in third, a mistake. And then Art of Payroll, but on the run in, Blood Coattail is clear of Diceus with less than a furlong to race. Blood Coattail and Danny Mullins clear by about 10. Diceus second. Art of Payroll has stayed on to be a remote third, but Blood Coattail wins it ease down for Willie Mullins and Danny Mullins. Diceus second. Art of Payroll third, and close for fourth between Gilt Shadow and Kick on Boss. Race the second last. Kick on Boss. Blood Coattail challenging towards the stand side. Over towards the inside is Diceus, and they have it between them, clear of Gill Shadow as they near the second last. Blood Coattail on the stand side leads. From Diceus second, long time leader Kick on Boss now third, and they're clear of Gill Shadow and Art of Payroll as they head to the final fence. Blood Coattail along the stands rail out in front from Diceus in second. Blood Coattail over safely. Diceus second. Kick on Boss jumping in third, a mistake. And then Art of Payroll, but on the run in, Blood Coattail is clear of Diceus with less than a furlong to race. Blood Coattail and Danny Mullins clear by about 10. Diceus second. Art of Payroll has stayed on to be a remote third, but Blood Coattail wins it ease down for Willie Mullins and Danny Mullins. Diceus second. Art of Payroll third, and close for fourth between Gilt Shadow and Kick on Boss. Furlongs to race and 2 to jump. Indian Rupee over towards the inside, and the white colours newsreader. Little Shane coming there on the stand side, and they're chased towards the second last flight by Dower and Might Be Magic. Noble Call makes headway the outside. Between the last 2 flights, Little Shane on the stand side from Indian Rupee. Newsreader in third, a break of a few lengths then to Noble Call and Dower, and as they head to the final flight, Little Shane, the leader in red and white colours by couple of lengths from long-time leader Indian Rupee, newsreader Dower on the inside, Chabras Bertolini behind them, but Lil Shane driven clear is going to follow up a recent success. Lil Shane stretching on to win well. Good battle on for the minors. Lil Shane wins it. Indian Rupee holds on for second. Dower on third ahead of Noble Call, and in fifth spot was Chabras Bertolini. Turning in with 3 furlongs to race and 2 to jump. Indian Rupee over towards the inside, and the white colours newsreader. Little Shane coming there on the stand side, and they're chased towards the second last flight by Dower and Might Be Magic. Noble Call makes headway the outside. Between the last 2 flights, Little Shane on the stand side from Indian Rupee, newsreader in third, a break of a few lengths then to Noble Call and Dower, and as they head to the final flight, Little Shane, the leader in red and white colours by couple of lengths from long-time leader Indian Rupee, newsreader Dower on the inside, Chabras Bertolini behind them, but Lil Shane driven clear is going to follow up a recent success. Lil Shane stretching on to win well. Good battle on for the minors. Lil Shane wins it. Indian Rupee holds on for second. Dower on third ahead of Noble Call, and in fifth spot was Chabras Bertolini. Up and past the 3 furlong pole. Pile under pressure from Space Cadet trying to challenge the outside. Baby Back driven the inner. And then he's our Robin as they head on. Over 2 to race. Pile under pressure. Still in front. Driven along in second. Trying to get on terms. Space Cadet, and they've gone on from He's Our Robin tackling Baby Back for the third spot. But with less than a furlong and a half to race, Pile under pressure, stretching on. Space Cadet making little impression at this stage. Baby Back is back in third, but past the furlong pole. Pile under pressure, driven clear by Patrick Mullins, leads by 6 or 7 lengths. Space Cadet second, a long way clear of Baby Back, but Pile under pressure makes all to win the bumper in good style. Pile under pressure wins it from in second. Space Cadet a long way clear of Baby Back third. In fourth spot, He's Our Robin, completely tailed off Portrait. Up and past the 3 furlong pole. Pile under pressure from Space Cadet trying to challenge the outside. Baby Back driven the inner. And then He's Our Robin as they head on. Over 2 to race. Pile under pressure. Still in front. Driven along in second. Trying to get on terms. Space Cadet, and they've gone on from He's Our Robin tackling Baby Back for the third spot. But with less than a furlong and a half to race, Pile under pressure, stretching on. Space Cadet making little impression at this stage. Baby Back is back in third, but past the furlong pole. Pile under pressure, driven clear by Patrick Mullins, leads by 6 or 7 lengths. Space Cadet second, a long way clear of Baby Back, but Pile under pressure makes all to win the bumper in good style. Pile under pressure wins it from in second. Space Cadet a long way clear of Baby Back third. In fourth spot, He's Our Robin, completely tailed off Portrait.